I don't have too much on the agenda today. Things I do want to talk about is just check in on Give Power and Givebacks on optimism, and we got the data back from QF, so just kind of talk about next steps for that. And the last thing I want to talk about is just like I'm going to be away starting next week and gone for like 4 weeks and won't be able to run this call during that time. So I just want to kind of like see, should we just cancel that call for these times, or like do you guys think it's like good to continue regularly? So that's another thing I want to talk about, and that's all. And I'm not distracted, but I'm a little bit like just starting the day brain. So that's all. And I'll pass it to Amin.
Hey everyone, thank you, Lauren. I'm not distracted. Moment. My intention is to launching the power of multi-chain, which we need to start new server service and also integrate Impact Graph with it. That's it. I pass it to Mohammed.
Thanks, Amir. Hey, everyone. My intention is to talk about the notify reward amount for how much we should distribute for rounds, because we changed the launch round. And I have no distraction. I pass it to Cherik.
Thank you, Ahmed. Hello, guys. I'm gonna to talk about givebacks and give power and optimism. That's it, and I'm not distracted. I pass it to Jake.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so we have some good updates from CowSwap. Mateo's working hard. Hopefully he can join. Otherwise, I can give some updates on the comms that we're doing with CowSwap. We've given him the version, and so that's good. Distractions. Everybody's singing. So let me pass it to the birthday boy himself.
GM everybody, I love you. Yeah, intentions. Intentions is find a kind of time frame or a release plan for the rest of the OP things, and try to be on track on all of them. Give power a stake on a stake, and the givebacks distribution. This is my only intentions, and I'll also, as Lauren asked me, I have to plan for the mobile view version of the GIVeconomy because it's buggy. Mostly for the QF, I think, but I have to review the other pages. And I'd be happy if we can plan it together, because we won't have Lauren for a month, so it's good that we have a time frame in our mind. And I'm not distracted. Let's pass it to Mary Jeff.
Hello everyone, my intention for this call is to know more about release plan for optimism, give back, and give power, and I'm not distracted, and I pass it to Carlos.
Hey guys, here also to sync up, see what's next, and also maybe give some updates on QF, though we're a little bit blocked, but yeah, mostly to sync. I'll pass it to Mohammed went.
Franco.
Franco.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos, and happy birthday, Monique, again. Intentions for the call is just going to be streaming and getting updated on what's going on with the GIVeconomy, with how's QF doing, how's Givebucks and Give Power and Optimism. And yeah, I don't know if Mitch, did you go?
No. My intention is to talk about givebacks on optimism and give power on optimism, and I think that's it. Yeah, I talk about the givebacks relay, all that stuff, which is sort of related. And then yeah, figure out the plan of what we're gonna do when Lauren goes away for a month. I'll pass it to. Ooh. Let's see. Jarek?
Jarek went. Who didn't go? Did anyone not go? That's it. I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
I think we got everyone. Good. Great. Cool. Awesome. Okay, well, thanks everybody for checking in. The hottest topic seems to be, and is at the top of the agenda here, optimism, givebacks, and give power. So I'd just like to just check in to see, like, first, if we can, someone can give me an update of where we're at. Last week, I heard that we were planning on trying to release givebacks this week, but I'm not sure if that happens. So I feel like a little bit out of the loop. So maybe you can just like catch me up with where we're at, and then we can kind of like coordinate all of the things that are questionable.
I think I can update you. Yeah, we want to go ahead, but we got some problems in staging that these changes has to be in a single test branch that we can test. And we figure out from the last meeting that this staking and unstaking takes a little bit more time, and we underestimated somehow. So Cherik is fully working on it this week, and we have to do it. But what our plan was that we go live without the gift farm cards. But even we couldn't make it happen because Cherik and others suggested that we have to test it on the production. And because of that, we're now blocked by some contract and deployment from the OP. Right now, we're talking about it in the daily. I think Mitch and Amin can say it better that what our blockers are, but we planned to go live on Sunday. That with the new design of the GIVeconomy, that the user can change network to OP and see all the balances and can be able to harvest. And we define some small amount of the give there in the token distro that we can claim and test on production. And I think we also have another blocker from Mitch for distributing these givebacks because it doesn't have any Aragon or voting problems. Sorry, Mitch, I say it badly on your side sometimes.
I think you said a
You
great
can
one.
elaborate it more.
Yeah, Mitch, so what's I like you were investigating other options instead of a relayer for distributing givebacks. Did you find
No,
something?
we're gonna use a relayer, but we don't have an Aragon DAO, so we're gonna use Open Zeppelin governor contract. And I talked to Sam. Sam's excited about it. I haven't started working on it at all. It's not necessary to do givebacks. It just will make it easier going forward.
Yeah.
So we can do givebacks without this piece, but we should eventually put it in place.
I think though that there is already more than 30 addresses that would receive optimism givebacks.
It's fine. We just have to do it manually. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, but it can be done.
Yeah. And so would you rather do it manually, like launch givebacks now and do it manually and then keep working on the Open Zeppelin contracts? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the better way to do it.
All right. You already know, like, do you already have an estimate of how many addresses you'll need to be distributing to? Because I think we have that. We can get that data.
I haven't looked at that data at all. I don't know.
It might be worth looking at because maybe it's going to be a lot. And then you'll sit there making multi-sig transactions all day. Who knows?
It'll be a lot of work. There's a lot of unknowns in this setting it up. I think it can be done, but I don't want to delay givebacks a month, to work on this.
Yeah, that's fair. Have you talked to Ashley as well about like supporting with the givebacks distribution and everything on Optimism?
No, I'd rather just I'd rather handle it for the first one, since it will be super confusing and maybe technical.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know where to get this data actually. I'm ignorant.
Yeah, I think so, Mohammed. I know that we had like it was like the way that Ashley gets the data from givebacks, we set up like another script to then like give the data for Optimism separately or exclude the data from Optimism in the total calculation. So I think it's exactly the same way that we normally get givebacks. I don't know how it is done, but Mohammed knows.
Yeah, we have it, but Mitch has some request to change something in the response. You can use it. Am I right, Mitch? And I didn't implement it yet.
Yeah, we need like a separate IPFS hash for just
Yeah, yeah,
Optimism distribution.
yeah. I separated donation, but I didn't separate it. I haven't separated the IPFS hashes.
That's fine. Just
this
for
time.
this, if you can just give me the raw data or just this whatever CSV or anything, then I can work with that for now.
Okay, I will talk to you.
Like, do you have like just the data itself somewhere that can be looked at?
Can put logs in the code and give you the logs to see what works for you.
Yeah, because the IPFS hash will only be important once we have the relayer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because the relayer and EVM CRISPR needs the IPFS hash, but we won't have that ready for like probably a month. But I can work with the raw data just to send out givebacks.
Okay. Let me see what can I do. You want the data that we were sending before adding IPFS hash. Those data.
Well, I just need to know just for Optimism, like I need to know the address and the amount,
Oh, okay.
just for Optimism,
Got it. Okay, yes.
Okay. Cool. I mean, the comment also in the ensure givebacks go out on Optimism issue there. And then so if we can get that data this week and then like maybe we can allocate time next week for Mohammed to figure out how to add the IPFS hash to the data. Cool. And then so the other blockers are basically just like some testing, because I wasn't, or because like I'm not still. It seemed like the only other blocker was that what Monique was describing was that we needed to get it on production and do some live testing. Is that it? And then
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly, it is.
Okay, and so do we already have the token distro deployed on Optimism?
No.
Okay, so we should probably create some issues for this, right? Optimism.
Yeah, that was gonna be my thing today. I'm talking to Amin right now about deploying it.
Okay. And then do we want to deploy the unipool as well, or should we wait to do that?
Wait, to do what?
Deploy the unipool on Optimism for production.
Yeah, because right now you don't have anything ready for GivePower.
Yeah, okay.
Like to my knowledge, I don't think it's like been tested or anything.
Yeah, so I mean, where are we at? Like there was a problem with stake unstake, and Cherik is working on it for the give power.
For staking and unstaking, I think it's almost done, and you can stake and unstake. But for the APR, I think we need to increase the reward. I told to Mitch to increase it, and then we can check. And also, we need to work on give power amount that we show, because we need to get all chains give power and some all of them together and then show to the user. But the stake and other stake is working now.
Yeah. But so Amin is working on this, the service to add up the give power amounts on multiple chains. Or it's already done. There was a note in the notes last week that it was finished.
Yeah, but it's for the backend, and we can't use it in the front end. We should have it. We should have another service in the front.
Oh, so that's something that you still need to build.
Yeah.
Is there an issue
Yeah.
for this?
I don't remember actually.
Okay, let's see. Give power. I think not. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's the user balance microservice. This is the one that Amin was working on. So it's related to this. Okay. So, service to
We have another issue for give power, and all of the front-end issues are there.
oh, this is already in the other issue.
Let me check to make sure, but I think we defined the give power epic and give back epic. These two.
Yeah. Well, I'll make this issue because I've already almost made it, and then I'll just close it if it's redundant.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I can check this later. So okay. And yeah, is there time for that this week? Chair?
Sorry for working on the
The give power
give power
service
service.
for the front end.
Yeah. We'll work on it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I did just create an issue and assign you to it. And then I'm assuming that the other, like the stake unstake issue is already somewhere else, right?
Stake and unstake.
Alright. Weird.
I think you have another filter.
Do I?
I think that for give power, we won't have any issues in the.
Seems like there's no issues. Oh man.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess my ZHub is being weird. I think I can't do this during the call.
I think we have an issue on the roadmap, maybe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the epic. It's the epic, but underneath, it doesn't have any other issue. Give power line, give power to optimism change number 65. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are not connected, yes.
Oh yeah, notify reward bots. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's already the issue for the staking. For some reason I had this also not showing this repo. Cool. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So then what are the remaining blockers? We've got there's no other blockers for give power and optimism. It's like all on the front end. I guess it's just this notify reward. The notify reward. But I read your comment, Amin, and I think that this sounds good. But you know, at this rate, I feel like we're not gonna have this ready until August 22nd. So we can target, well, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like I think we'll need like the rest of the week to finish this, and then like we need like a week to test give power. Can we actually make like a release for optimism give power on August 22nd?
I think we need more edge cases, and maybe we need 2 weeks to test and fix them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, cool.
Because I have to refactor all the code, and because of that, we need to check and test all stakes and calculating give power again. So maybe it needs more tests.
Yeah. Okay. We'll need more testing of edge cases. Okay, so then I guess once it's live, then we'll really need some support from Mary Jaff to do magic on checking all of the edge cases. Does that sound reasonable, Mary Jaff?
Yeah, sure. I checked all scenarios and I hope everything is fine.
Cool. Okay, cool.
If we want to define, you know, so we somehow we can simulate it on the current Goerli OP, and make sure that, you know, we can cover all the scenarios there.
Yeah.
And also, I'm curious to know that you know, we have some dependencies on the notification center. Also, we have a notification from unlock, and also I'm not sure that the boost notifs are also get affected or not.
The boost not should not get affected, but the stake and non-stake, I don't know. I mean, implemented the GIVeconomy notification microservice, he would know better. But I have another question from Amin. Amin, now we get user balances from the Gnosis subgraph. So if we want to add OP give power, we should update those part of impact graph. Am I right?
No, we will depend on the new microservice, the balance aggregator. I will deploy it for the staging today. Yeah.
Ah, good. So we get it from your microservice instead of
Yes.
get it
Yes.
from
It supports.
sub.
Yeah, it supports both snapshots, filling the snapshots times, and also getting latest
Great.
balances.
Thank you. Great.
Cool. Okay. Great. So I think that, yeah, I don't know. That sounds good. I think that's all of the parts for optimism, give power, and give backs. Is there anything that I'm missing that's like another blocker or something else that we need to keep in mind or discuss?
Yeah, I just asked if you updated the amounts for the rounds, for notify reward, because the round changed. And another thing that we want numbers for the optimism goerli. How when we should start notify reward for optimism goerli and what should be the numbers.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Word amount for optimism. Orally. Yeah. So, it depends. The numbers will change based on when we decide to launch, So, like, I don't know. If we take longer to do testing and we're not ready to launch by August 22nd and instead it's August 29th or something like that, then like somebody else will need to determine the amounts. Basically, what we promised was that we would take 10% of whatever was remaining on Gnosis Chain and bring it to Optimism and then distribute evenly. So, like, depending on whenever we launch, it's like we depending on whenever we launch, we need to like decrease the amount on Gnosis Chain, whatever's left, by 10%, and then move that amount to Optimism. So, yeah, I mean, I can figure it out for what it would be August 22nd, like this week, but then I won't be around. I'll be at Burning Man, and somebody else will need to do that calculation. So, maybe Mohammed, I'll kind of like leave it with you, and then if you have any questions, like we can just discuss it like this week, and I'll put something in the issue as well. Yeah. The other thing we need to keep in mind as well is that we need to increase the balance of the unipool for Gnosis Chain again, because we've been doing it like every 2 rounds basically, expecting that we would launch Optimism Give Power. So we'll need to set up that multi-sig transaction to increase the balance of the unipool. But I'll create. Go ahead.
Good. And about optimism goerli, I think the amount doesn't matter. Am I right? We should just
Yeah. Optimism. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Optimism Gorley does not matter. It's like whatever. Optimism Gorley test give, put it whatever you want.
okay. Good.
Cool. Okay. Great. Okay. Anything else?
You want to talk about the notifications? I think that if we don't pay attention, it might get buggy sometimes.
Oh yeah, the notifications like you were just talking about, like with adding optimism, and is it going to be weird? I guess we do need to create a couple of issues for that to make sure that it works well.
Yeah,
okay.
for example, right now when the tokens give power or get unlocked, notifications enter through a notification to the users. If we won't want it, yeah. And also for instance boost, let's think about it. That does it get affected or not? The numbers that we use, the sort of boosts. I know the sort of boosts and the services are from impact graph, but sometimes some balances are getting there.
It shouldn't. I think it shouldn't affect.
Amina Muhammad.
I mean, maybe you can confirm, but I think that adding the microservice doesn't affect instant boosting, because all instant boosting does is like, I mean, we're just checking the total user balance. So if we're getting the total user balance as the sum of give power on multiple chains, then everything on instant boost should just work fine, right?
Actually, no. A part of our service is filling the user balances, keeping them up to date. And it needs a change on the impact graph, and we should, well working of the the correctness of the system depends on the work. Both system work correctly and they collaborate with each other correctly. I hope this connection, I think it works well. We will reduce the complexity of impact graph by this, but it will be affected. We should test it. Of course, we should test it.
We should test it, but do we need to do we need to develop anything to make sure that it works properly? We just need to test it in case something is weird and then go back.
What do you mean develop something? We need some development on impact graph to be rely on this new service instead of fetching from subgraph.
Okay, okay. So I'll create an issue then and assign it to you or assign it to Mohammed.
Mohammed calls me anyone who has time.
Okay.
Where's Bams?
Okay. Where was I doing that? Good catch, Monique. Okay. Need to change. Need to add some development on the impact graph to get the cool. All right. Cool. And notifications just need testing, or they'll also need, I guess, notifications. We'll need to develop something in the notifications so that it's checking to see. What notifications do we have for Give Power again? We just have your Give Power was unlocked. Is that it?
Yeah. I have set the service to monitor also the optimism goal, but we should test also. We should also.
I think we also have a stake and unstake, but we won't throw it to the front end. We decided to omit it, but it's in the code. If we want to maintain it, we have to also take a look.
I don't think we need to
Let
make.
me just take a look right now.
Yeah, the stake on stake is like you staked your Give tokens, right? I don't think we need a notification for that.
No, we don't. We disable that. We only kept the unlock because that's the one that the user doesn't do it automatically. Doesn't do it himself or herself. It's triggered by a bot. Also, there is a bot that I handed over its deployment to DevOps guy. You know, we have a bot. Impact is another stuff, but we should consider that. We have a give power bot that whenever a locked position be unlockable, you know, it's expired, its unlockable time is reached. We have a bot that triggers a transaction to unlock these positions. I used to keep that bot. I introduced that to the DevOps guy and asked them to maintain this service and launch for every new Give Power we will launch. So they have to maintain this service for all Give Power instances that we have. On staging, we have two at the moment, and when we launch on the Optimism mainnet, we will have again 2 instances for the production. Currently, we have only one instance on each environment.
Okay, so we'll need 2 more instances, one for Optimism Goerli and one for Optimism.
Sorry, what? No,
We'll
we have only we have 2 for Gnosis right at the moment, but we have to deploy 2 new ones for Optimism. And also they should be maintained better than what it was. The only one who knows it exists was me. It's better to DevOps guy hand it, manage it and monitor them.
Okay.
Okay, put it in the technical decks. I mean, because it's not a blocker. Am I right?
No, it's blocker actually. No, it's not. I can do it, but it's better to be done by DevOps guy once forever. And they should choose that bug was the one that they were about to shut it down. So it's not good to it be maintained by me. The DevOps guy other one. And the script is easy to maintain at one. It's very easy. They have to just set few items, few variables to work regarding the network and the contract that You know, the address of the contract, the subgraph address, and a couple of others values. A couple of other values. Yeah. So I think we should reach out to DevOps guy and push it to, you know, they set it up sooner.
Okay. I can create an issue for it. I mean, and like just tag you on it as well as like Moshe, Hab, and Kai, and then maybe then you can kind of like coordinate and explain everything to them.
Yeah, I have explained it. We had a call, but you know, it should be their priority and do it. And we should get confirmation from them that we have implemented it. We have it.
Okay, so they're going to implement the new bots as well as maintain all of them.
No, the bot is already. They should run it. We should run it for which configuration of every network.
Okay.
The bot is already running for the Gnosis and is already running for Gnosis stage.
But you need to create new bots on Optimism and Optimism Gorley.
Not create, just run another instance with new parameters.
Okay, and they can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, great, makes sense. Cool. Wow, there's a lot here for Optimism. Is there anything else? Any other like, oh yeah, and also this.
The LP.
What?
The LP for Optimism. We're getting the OP tokens tomorrow.
Oh, okay. We're getting apparently. Can you just come and talk so I don't have to repeat everything you're saying from across the room? Griff is saying that we're about to get Optimism tokens and we need to create an LP. That's a Mitch thing, maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't really know because he's in the other room and he's like, I'm not wearing a shirt, but he's gonna come.
Well, we can do it later, right? After you give power lunch.
Yeah, it's not really like it's so related to Give Power, except that it was part of our deal with them. So if they're gonna give us a bunch of Give tokens, then or give OP tokens, then we can. I mean, the reason it's related to Give Power is that we need liquidity on Optimism in order for people's givebacks to have value.
Yeah, and I believe it's coming in today. So
how will we know?
I will claim it and I will send it. I don't know where to send it. And it might get I'm pretty sure we're claiming it to some address I control, I have a feeling. Either that or it goes to one of our multi-sigs. And then yeah, and then I guess we need to just get the give to make the LP. And this will be great if Optimism givebacks. It'll be great to have it out before that.
Do you know the number amount, Griff?
Yes, I believe it is 24,000 OP.
Well, hopefully we have enough give.
I know, right?
I
I know
hope so.
we bridged like a 5 million give, right? And then but maybe
Yeah, and there's only about 4 million left there, so hopefully
Right.
that's enough.
Should be about right.
Okay, great.
then maybe we need to bridge more for future givebacks then.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, I'll create an issue for that as well. And Griff, when you claim
I'll
today,
with Mitch.
tell Mitch. Great.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay. Anything else?
Well, I don't know, this is sort of related, but the OP for distribution, I guess it's more of a communitas, but now we have that OP for rewarding the people with addresses.
Oh my God, thank God. This has been forever. Okay, so we have the OP for rewarding people with Optimism addresses.
But I think it's also like a great chance for the marketing push around it.
Yeah, totally. Marketing push. Okay, I'll talk to Almond about that. Great. Wow, I thought this was going to be a short call. Anything else?
Givebacks notice on OP. I think we missed it.
Givebacks notification on optimism? No, oh, givebacks notification. Givebacks notification on optimism. We need to make a new trigger, right? In the backend for that.
Yeah.
That's something maybe that I can pass to
And also the calculation.
the calculation.
Yeah, I think right now, because we distribute givebacks only on NASIS, and there's a number in the notification. And if you make it from 2 different networks, maybe the logic will change.
Yeah. Is there maybe we can just make it, yeah, if it's going to be complicated to do that, maybe we could just make it your givebacks are ready to claim and then you go find out. Or I don't know.
Totally down with it. From the beginning, this was my wish that we remove the number. I
Yeah.
think we did it somehow. I don't know.
Mohammed, do you know?
No, I should check it. If you, it would be good if you can make an issue and put the questions there. I will look at the codes and answer.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Calculate. Cool. Lots of issues to create. Anything else?
I just checked, and GiveBack has numbers. So if you want to remove the numbers, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, weird. It's so weird. Is this on production?
Yes, it is.
Be nice if we could round our numbers in general so that it's not so like
Yeah.
long string, like that point 0.00000 like 12 zeros for give is really meaningful.
Yeah, and sometimes, for example, it said that I have givebacks, and when I want to claim, I can't see anything. And I think it also should be reviewed. However, if you want to omit these numbers, the whole question and the whole request is changed. So I'm eligible for giveback. Should I see this notification when I'm logged in with that or no? I'm confused. So I'm thinking that if we have, for example, 3 networks that we have give distribution on it, we have to do a summation. If the number is more than 0, we have to show, hey, go there and claim. And the link is also go to GiveBack's page, but the user don't have a clue to switch with different networks or not, or just claim.
Yeah, I think
these things are a little bit product.
I think we can just change the content of the notification instead of making it like so much more work for us. But I can, I'll create an issue for it and ask for a copy change and also ask to make sure that we're sending the notification if it's on Optimism as well. Cool.
Okay.
What else? What else have you got, Monique?
CalSwap is live?
No more.
No more. We can move on to other topics. Yeah, is CalSwap live? We can talk about CalSwap. I do also have stuff for QF. We have 13 minutes left.
CalSwap is all up. Also, Mary Jeff tested it on production. We fixed some issues there, but I think right now, Mato,
it's over to CalSwap. So Matteo is
Yeah.
working with CowSwap in the group Telegram group to go through. They want to replace TX and add in cow hooks. So he might have to go back into their working with their dev to get that kind of replaced. But it is over to CowSwap and working. And now the next step is to get their direct feedback, which they're already doing. But Mateo's on it. But that's where it stands right now.
Cool.
Thank you, Jake.
Should
So
we
more
somehow
update, Dennis.
should we somehow like make an announcement about this or share with people that like you can like
I think I was talking to Griff this morning, the man in the room behind you, and he was saying let's work out kind of the feedback with CowSwap, because ideally we want to have CowSwap kind of own it and take it off of our hands as maintenance, because there's going to be breaks in it when CowSwap updates, and so we'd like to kind of get them to maintain and own it. So we want to get it kind of to their standards, so that they're in love with it and kind of go live with it themselves. And I think at that time, yeah, we do some comms and go blast it out, but not really there just yet.
Jake, can I get you to like since you're well in the loop on this, when that happens, can you let the comms team know about it and like talk to Ahmed and explain like what we should say, etc. Just so that there's that bridge between fundraising and comms.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then there should be some kind of like combination between CowSwap comms and Giveth comms to kind of go live with it and blast it out. So
Yeah, exactly. It would be good to like be like, okay, we're gonna tweet about it and we're gonna say something about it here, and then like, cross promote and yeah, it's a good opportunity. But yeah, if you can like help empower Ahmed and the comms team, then it'll just make everything better.
will do. I'm an honorary M&M, as I call it. Mateo, Marco, Mo, Nick, and Mary Jaff have been owning this Giveth pack of M&Ms, but I will handle it from here on.
You the man, you the man. There's your M. Okay.
I
Cool.
think also, we need to run some internal test parties for it, having more internal feedbacks, so we can let at least the Giveth crew play with it a little bit more while we are playing the CowSwap feedbacks.
Yeah.
I second that as well.
Yeah. Great to have internal test party. Okay, cool. So then I guess also when we hear back from them, then we can maybe Jake, you can try to make that happen and work with Monique.
Let's do it, Monique.
Cool. Okay, cool. We have 9 minutes. I really want to talk about QF. So yeah, we got the data back from Trusta Labs, and I'm going to spend some time and go through it today with Griff. It was kind of interesting, actually. We had a little bit of like project donor collusion or whatever. It was like, the donor donating it to itself with its project owner address, which is kind of interesting. And so I can yeah, I don't know, where is this? Like, it's a PDF. I'll have to like reshare a different part of my screen. I can, I wonder, yeah, if anybody's interested in seeing like the data analysis, I'd be like happy to share the reports with them, like from the PDFs. But otherwise, I'm just gonna basically go through it. There were like 50 or something, yeah, like 50 Sybils across the 5 chains that we had. So we basically just need to eliminate the donations that belong to those addresses, and then we can calculate the matching funds and send them out. So yeah. I think Carlos, I think you're probably my guy to bug about this, right?
Yeah, for setting up the matching funds, I'm also curious about the data, but yeah, when we have them, you can bug me about it, and we can set them in the database, and we'll see what's the best way to do it.
Yeah, basically what I want to do is like, I mean, we could even just like manually calculate the amounts that we need to distribute, but basically I want to give you the list of addresses that are like, okay, these ones don't count. eliminate donations from these addresses in our calculations. And like, I don't know, it could just be spreadsheet work. Like maybe we just delete them from the spreadsheet, the ones that belong to those addresses, and then we just do a manual calculation of the donations there. But maybe we can like work on that together so that I don't like make any mistakes as well.
Yeah.
Because we basically need to like discount the donations that people didn't have enough password score, and also these ones that were found from the analysis to be incorrect. And then we'll know the amounts to send out. Then I can ask Mitch to set up a multi-sig transaction from donation.eth to just send those to the projects. And then we need to manually add them on to the projects pages so that it shows up, you know, and it's like the actual matching funds is the real number. And the donation transaction as well.
Okay. Yeah. Also send me that list, and we'll see how to. Well, yeah. We have to see how to set it up. But it'll probably be manual work first.
Yeah, maybe we could even have like a short call and go through it together.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'll bug you about that like today or tomorrow at least. Probably today. And then we can kind of just get her done. Cool. Then I guess the next things, yeah, we're getting some feedback from users, and hopefully then that can like inform like the next things that we're building. But yeah, there are like some issues. I think like Mohammed posted them just like the other day in I think in the development call. And there's like, okay, improving estimated matching. There's like this donation tab issue. There's like a few issues open still from QF. Adding projects to the non-active QF rounds in Admin Bro so that we can like set up the round beforehand. All these different issues and the notifications. Like, I'm wondering if while I'm gone, do we want to like try to keep working on these issues? Or like, I don't know. It's basically like it's gonna be hard. I won't be able to manage these things. So like either like Monique or Mitch. I know Mitch is gonna have his hands full with like taking on a lot of the DApp stuff, but like do you, Monique, want to help coordinate these last few issues? And then like Mohammed, does he have bandwidth? And like, does this make any sense? Or should we just like bench these issues until I come back? And the only thing to focus on is improving the mobile view of the GIVeconomy.
I think mobile view is enough, to be honest, because you know, doing this OP takes at least 3 weeks, I guess. 2-3 weeks, you know, after you went, you know, we get busy, and after that we want to start mobile. And I'm pretty sure if you get back, you know, in an optimistic scenario, we can just finalize the mobile only.
All right, that's fine with me. Cool. And then it's like less to like manage or think about and maintain. So then, yeah, basically we want to get the mobile version working well for QF. It didn't work well in our alpha round because we decided to totally neglect it, which was a good choice, I think. But yeah, there was some feedback from people saying like mobile view didn't work properly. So 14, so hopefully by the end of next week we have designs, and then once we're done with OP, then the mobile version of QF can be like somewhere in the priority list after that.
I can add that not even just for the QF, because we changed the single project page for QF, it affects all the users on the iOS devices, even not be able to donate. So it has a high priority.
Yeah. Single project page, you need to donate. And then also like, yeah, totally. And then GIVeconomy. Yeah, mobile version. And all the problems that happened within it. Okay, cool. And then
And just
yeah,
for mission information, sorry, Lauren, I'm interrupting you. Just for mission information, I think in your that proposal that you posted, we have to also include the mobile things. And I'm sure, but it's totally related to the whole DApp, not just for the GIVeconomy.
Doing the fixing the mobile responsiveness for the QF pages or the whole DApp?
it affects the whole deck.
Currently, the whole DApp is corrupted because, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like Monique was just saying, because we updated the single project pages, like we updated them for both QF projects and non-QF projects. Now you can't donate on mobile.
Let's make a note of that then.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. We have just 1 minute left. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's like most of the bulk of the things I want to talk about. Is there anything last minute notes? Oh, actually, I have a quick question. Hey, should we keep running this? Do you guys want this call to continue? And I can ask, I don't know if Monique has the bandwidth to run this call, but do we want this call to keep going? And Monique, obviously your opinion is very valuable here if you want to like make it happen or not. Or should we just like let this call die for the next few weeks and try to like have all of the syncing on these issues, like regarding mobile and optimism to continue in the dailies and the Monday call?
If you take a look at us, we just have Jake more than, the regular people that we meet every day. So we can invite Jake to dailies, and I think the depth sync is enough. If you want to talk more, we can sync with other people. If you wanted to make it streamed and you think that it's necessary, let's make it. But if not, I think it's okay.
No, I think I would rather not have you guys have to have more work. If you're like, we're going to talk about all these things and this call is redundant, then let's just cancel it until that I'm back. I usually find it pretty useful because I find all kinds of things out and then I run around and make them all happen, but I'm not going to be here to do that. So if I'm not here doing that, this call is like then has no meaning unless somebody disagrees.
No, and I'm the same way. I just like hanging out with the dead you guys are building. So Monique, I would love an invite to the other call, and I'm cool with that too.
Cool.
Thank you for your understanding. But I'd love to have these, time frames and somehow the draft of the things that we have to track on it for each week, so I can do it with the people every day.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so cancel call for the next week's class. Monique cleared draft plan of things to accomplish. Cool. Great. Awesome. Okay, we're 1 minute over time. So thanks everybody, and I won't see you next week, but you're amazing, and I will see you in a few weeks from then. Thanks for all the super hard work. We'll talk soon.
Bye everyone. Happy birthday, Monique.